Ladies and gentlemen, the man on Instagram known as Cheeto Santino is here on the Rich Eisen Show. Andrew Santino here on the program. Good to see you, Andrew. How are you, buddy?
I finally made it. After all these years of trying to get down here, I finally made it.
No lies.
No lies.
No bad lies.
No bad
all.
lies.
Right. So good to see you.
Great
Congrats
see you.
on the pod, man.
Thank
Everything
you.
going well?
Yes, it's going good. I wanted to get as many podcasts as possible. Now that the business is...
How many do you have now? 3?
I have
2?
3.
Okay,
I have 3. Only one of them I actually care about, but I have 3 in total.
It's like fantasy football leagues, right?
Yeah,
You're
you gotta
multiple,
keep doing
but there's
them.
only one you
There's
really
only
care
one
about.
I really am betting on. Yeah, but I keep building it because I want to, expand, and I love golf, and I wanted to do a new show, and it kind of all came together, and I was like, I really want to do a golf show where I get to interview celebs and friends and athletes and people that play golf that maybe people don't know about, and give them deliberately bad lies. And then they tell me a time where life gave them a bad lie. It's a fun little concept.
There it is.
Yeah.
The best player that you didn't expect to be good of a guest on your podcast is?
Ooh, the best player I didn't expect to be good?
Correct, because I'm not going to say John Rahm, you know what I mean? Like you.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to be that good. He was pretty good.
That's right.
Cam Smith was incredible. I'll say this. Cam Smith's short game, I spent like 30 or 40 minutes just watching him just chip with his coach.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting. It does something to your brain. You're like, why do I play this?
Right.
It's never going to do that ever in a million years. There's no need.
You almost quit the game because of how good Cam Smith is,
Yeah,
is what you're
so
saying?
good. He's so good. And just the way that they read it, you feel illiterate. You feel like you don't know. I don't know how I could get to a place where I could understand how it does exactly what they understand.
So the best non-playing player is who?
The most surprising golfer.
Yes.
I would have to say, probably. God, this is tough. I don't know. No, I'll tell you who I think is sneaky good and no one knows about is Mookie Betts.
He's good at everything.
He's great at everything.
No, but he is. Yes, but he's different. I think we all assume athletes are all going to be good at golf, and a lot of them are not at all.
Right.
But Mookie's swing is as smooth as you. It looks like a pro golfer.
Andrew Santino here on the Rich Eisen Show. We're just talking about non-playing, golf-playing players on the No Bad Lies podcast and other people that I'm sure you. Mookie belongs to our club,
Yeah,
correct?
That's right.
I don't know if that's like Fight Club. We say these things on the air.
It is. We're not supposed to, and we will be in trouble for this.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
And so, but I did play once upon a time pickleball with Mookie Betts.
Really?
Biggest mistake of my life.
Yeah. Would you tear an ACL?
No. Thankfully, I made it through. But just watching him, he had just taken up the sport. And I watched him, because he couldn't reach his backhand on one play, flip the racket into his backhand hand and hit a forehand with it.
Yeah,
And it's just like, okay, I just kind of saw that. And I'm like, when did you pick up this game? Like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, okay, great.
Pickleball has taken over. I hate to say this, but I'm really anti-pickleball.
Why is that?
It's not, what is it? What is it?
It's a sport, Andrew.
Well, I gotta tell you, I think orthopedic surgeons are excited about it.
Let me tell you, the pickleball keeps them in business.
Yes, so many injuries. That's all I hear about is old white people getting hurt. And slow down. Just slow down, dude. Take a walk. I don't know why everybody loves it. It's not for me, but I'm happy that it's sweeping the nation.
For sure. And your Bad Friends pod as well.
Bad Friends podcast, me and Bobby Lee still humming along strong. We're going to be overseas, doing London and Dublin for the first time over there. I've never even performed in England or Ireland. So, and I'll be there when they open. So if anybody wants to give me VIP tickets to go at, what is it?
Royal Port
Rush, right? Yeah.
Port Rush.
How is your game these days?
It's okay. It's not bad. I'm up and down like anything else. It's golf is such a beautifully mental sport, and I'm mentally unstable.
Yes.
So the good news is, when I'm really losing my mind, I play great golf. When I feel at peace, I play terrible golf. So I need to be shaken up. I came down here to get frustrated to go play later today. So hopefully I'll play good.
Oh, golf, man. What an absolute infuriating sport.
It's a nightmare. It's a stupid game, and it is. But I do like...
Yes.
I just saw in a press interview where they were asking they were asking Ram about his performance because he was chasing down Scotty.
He was basically tied.
They were one back.
Right.
And I was
10,
rooting for him. I love
yeah.
him. John's a great dude. And look, Scotty's the best in the world. And we haven't, it's a bold statement, but we haven't seen anybody like that since Tiger, in my opinion, as far as dominant, but he does it in a way that seems, kind of flippant, like it's not really happening. Where Tiger, you knew. When Tiger was beating people, I mean, you felt it. Mm-hmm. With Scotty, he's just winning and winning and winning, and it kind of just looks natural and easy, and it's no big deal.
Well, if he comes on your pod, we already know what the worst lie of his entire life has been.
What is that?
Well, getting arrested before a round of golf.
I gotta tell you, I think I boosted him. I think it made him cool. I mean, yeah. You saw the Nike ad that they put out. Sure. I mean, it was so smart. It was so great. Yeah. Him getting arrested was probably the greatest thing to happen to him. I think his PR team should set up more of these kind of things. Get him in a bar fight. You know what I mean? Let's get Scotty some more personality. Let's get him a little bit
edgier.
He's such a sweet, good guy.
Right.
You're looking for the thing, but you're not going to find it.
There's no thing for him.
There's no thing. He's just great.
So you haven't. Who do you want on your pod that you haven't had yet?
I mean, the top dogs that I would really. I mean, I would kill to have Tiger, of course. Larry David is, and Sandler are probably my three. Those are my golden nuggets.
Well, I mean, haven't you built a urinal for Larry David?
Yeah, I mean, I built him a urinal. I built him the infamous P Cube on Curb Enthusiasm.
You were the guy who built the P Cube for Latte Larry, if I'm not mistaken.
I pitched it. People know this a little bit, but they improv, but they give you kind of an outline of what you're going to do.
Yes.
And one of the happiest moments of my life and career was making Larry break. Because he was like, pitch me this urinal, and I said there should be a door that slides and it detects your penis, and when it does, it goes beep beep beep, penis detected, woot, and slides up, and he started laughing, and then JB came in and was like, it's just gonna recognize size. I was like, yes, it'll recognize your size. I mean, yours. They'll have to raise it up a little bit for you. Yeah. So it was great to make him. It was great to make Larry laugh like that. That did something to my soul.
So they gave you just the general beats, if you will, that you are a urinal designer. Is that? Yeah,
I was a contractor who was coming in to make a unique bathroom for Larry's needs, and then so they gave me kind of like the gist, and then I just ran with it, and then Larry let us play on the day, and. I mean, I can die a happy man after doing that.
Well, I mean, and did that lead to Dave? Because Jeff Schaefer was the director and writer.
I was already doing Dave.
You were already doing Dave.
I was already doing
Dave led
Dave.
to the Curb spot, pretty much.
Partially, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Jeff Schaefer, our good buddy Jeff Schaefer, who helped kind of coordinate and put that all together. I've texted him 3-4 times. I've said, let's get me and Larry to golf, and he hasn't responded. I think they went green, so I don't know what that means, but
that means no. There's going to be no golf.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I get the message now. Finally, I get the message.
Your favorite Dave scene that you were in that you ad-libbed in that one? What is that?
I think one of my favorites that sticks out was the because it was kind of true to life was the neighbor whose dog continues to poop throw poop in my trash can. This was kind of like. Such a real thing for me. There's a guy whose dog pees on my front gate, and
your actual literal front gate?
It's pretty daily, and I'm thinking of a way to really hurt this man, and I'm drumming up. I don't mind the dog pees on the grass,
sure,
because the grass between the sidewalk and the street, everybody knows that's communal grass. That's not yours.
It's communal grass.
That's communal grass.
Yeah.
But he pees on the gate door,
which is not communal.
No, that's not. That's mine.
That's
mine.
Gate,
so I have to get out there like an old man in flip flops and basketball shorts and pour water on it every day. Oh. And so I'm plotting to kill this man, truly. And I've started to really. I'm following him now. I follow him. So I know where he lives.
So this led to a Dave plot, is what you're saying?
I think a lot of things were pulled from real life that we put into that show.
Yes.
And also, like, we had a conversation about there was a scene where I'm asked if I have kids, and I lie, and I make up this whole thing that I do have kids to this guy because he feels like a father figure, and I don't have kids. And I have been put in that situation when someone's like, you have kids. And I'm like, oh, no. And they're like, no, you don't. And then a piece of me wants to just go, yeah, I have 7 kids. I have 7 or 8 kids spread all over the country. I do kind of want to inflate it. Sometimes it does. It like begs the improv in me to be like, just make it all up.
Just make it all up.
Yeah, who cares? They're never going to know.
Never ask Andrew Santino how many kids you have.
Yeah, well, you might get, well, like on airplanes when I travel for stand-up.
Yes.
If I sit next to it, and it's usually like a nice older woman. What do you do? who are you? I like to just make it all up. Yeah. I've been so many things, man. I've been an engineer. I used to design airplane parts. I've told that a few times. And she's like, really? And I was like, yeah, and this one, a little bit old. I'm not going to lie. I hope we make it. Man. Hope we make it to Pittsburgh. No. It's fun to mess with people on planes because you're bored and it's a long flight.
Yeah.
I just took a long flight back. I just got back from Italy and Paris. I went over there to, I ushered in the new Pope. I don't know if you know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was me.
Bro, you're from Chicago,
I'm from Chicago.
Congratulations on doing that.
I'm the one that did the smoke. I don't really want to make a big stink, but that was me. When you saw the smoke, I'm the one that's lighting that stuff up. He's the Chicago Pope, but he's a White Sox fan, which is... I don't know. No bueno? No, that's Spanish.
It's okay.
No good. I don't know what it is in Italian.
It's Latin, most likely. I don't know what that is. We can Google translate it.
Yeah, he's a Chicago Pope, which is good.
Wait a minute, because there are White Sox fans.
There are.
But so you're saying it would be better if the Pope was a Cubs fan? Is that what you're saying?
It'd be better for him. Yeah, it'd be better for him. It'd be better for him. Even God can't save the White Sox. I'll tell you that. I don't care how much the Pope is doing. He's a South Side guy, so. He's a White Sox fan. There was a lot of rumors on the internet that he was a Cubs fan when it all went viral.
Yes.
And his brother, I guess, got on the news and squashed it pretty hard. He's a South Side guy. He was like, nah. I think he was at the World Series.
Game one. Yeah, game one.
Yeah.
So, God was at work then. Since then.
We were talking about it with Ike Barinholtz last week. He's like the first Pope to have a take on Ozzie Guillen. You know what I mean? Like, we're assuming, Pope John Paul or the previous popes
didn't know Ozzie Guillen. No. I imagine this Pope will invite the Big Hurt at some point to the Vatican. I'd love to see that. Tim Raines, a couple of, you know what I mean? Some old school guys. We'll see. We'll see what he if he integrates any sort of Chicago stuff in there. There was a bunch of memes going around that I love that he was dipping babies' heads in Portillo's au jus sauce, which I thought was so great.
I missed that one.
That's going to be the first meal in the Vatican is Italian beef dipped.
Are you excited for the Bears season, Andrew Santino?
Yes, I am, but I'm also it's also a nerve-wracking thing. We're always that team that people are like, could be pretty good this year. I mean, I was in Vegas 3 weeks ago, and I put down a little bit of money on us to win our division. So we'll see.
What are the odds?
They were 450 at the time. I don't know what they are now.
All right.
Stand by.
All right. So you put it just a little taste?
Just a little sip. My cousin texted me and he was like, dude, you gotta. I was like, I know, I should. Why not? I believe in them. I love the Bears so much. They're just a hard team to love.
Your favorite Bears player is?
Of all time?
Yes, sir.
I'd like to say McMahon just because,
How old were you when that happened, though?
I'm 41 right now, and you never ask a girl her age, by the way.
I stepped in it. It's a bad lie.
Yeah,
my bad, sir.
That's your fault. Pick that up.
My bad.
No, but I think Walter Payton was, arguably the greatest Bear that ever lived. I think people would say, but I just miss a lot of personality in the Bears, and we don't have. I don't know if we have a lot right now, and I think we need a little bit of a. We need a little bit of someone with a little bit of fuzz.
A little edgy, sure.
Yeah, I like. I was really hoping. I went to Arizona State. I would have loved if Scadaboo came to the Bears. It would have been.
The Giants are going to love him.
They
Giants
really are, man. I think he's such a dog.
Dude,
he's so incredible.
What he did in that bowl game, what he did in the college football playoff game.
Yeah.
He had me at hello, that guy.
I love him.
I love him
in
too.
My dream world, I would have been like, man, it would have been perfect to have him come over. But we're still going to have a good season. I still believe in the kid. I believed in every Bears player that's come through.
Well, the question is how good of a season, Andrew Santino, and what we do here on the Rich Eisen Show is we play NFL Films music and we ask you to play a win-loss game.
Okay.
Doesn't matter that it's in the middle of May right now.
Yeah.
If it works, we're going to sing your praises. If it's not, it's like it never happened.
Okay, that's
Don't worry
fine.
about it.
And we're not no preseason games, by the way.
What?
Because we'll win every preseason game.
That's like asking somebody their age. How dare you?
I'm sorry.
I'm going to ask you a preseason
I'm
game.
sorry. They are important to us sometimes.
Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Santino, the No Bad Lies podcast, comedian and host for his beloved Chicago Bears, the win-loss game, the opening Monday night of the season, home against the Vikings. What happens?
We're at home. It's a W. It's a W for game one.
W for game one.
It's a W for game one.
Okay, now Ben Johnson then goes back to where he once belonged, as the Beatles might say, the Lions, week 2 in Detroit.
We're going to take an L there.
1-1 home for the Dallas Cowboys.
We're going to win that game.
All right, 2-1 at the Las Vegas Raiders.
We also are going to win that game.
That's a 3-1 record coming off the bye at the Commanders on a Monday night.
We're taking a loss.
Okay. Hopefully
we're taking a
not
loss.
on a Hail Mary.
No, we're taking a loss.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully not. What a heartbreak. I watched that in a Chicago bar here, and everyone threw their beer down on the ground at the exact same time. It was like the most gut-wrenching. It just felt like I was watching the Bears once again. Just ruined my childhood.
3-2 home for the Saints.
We're going to win that game.
4-2 at the Ravens.
Going to be a tough win. We're going to pull it out, though. We are going to win that game. Yes,
right.
I do believe in that.
What a
I do
plot
believe in
twist
that.
there.
I do believe in
5-2
that.
at the Bengals.
I think we're going to take an L there.
5-3 home for the Giants. You see your boy Scatterbo.
Yeah, but I do still think we got that one. We're taking it.
6-3 at the Vikings.
We're taking that loss.
6-4 home for the Steelers.
We're going to win that game.
7-4 day after Thanksgiving at the Eagles.
We're sadly going to take an L to the Eagles.
7-5 at the Packers.
We're going to beat the Packers.
8-5 home for the Browns.
We're going to beat the Browns at our house.
9-5 home for the Packers on a Saturday.
You know we're going to beat them again.
Oh, they're sweeping them. 10-5 at the Niners.
Oddly enough, I think they're going to beat us in an unfortunate loss.
10-6 after the unfortunate loss home for the Lions.
Yeah, we're going to take them at home. That'll be the win that we need that year.
11-6. Andrew Santino.
11-6 sounds reasonable. Does it not?
100%.
It does sound like you didn't want to go totally nuts. You don't want to go full fandom.
Let's be real. I mean, our division is absolutely stacked. There's some really sneakers, and I do think Detroit. I love Detroit. I love the staff. I love every player over there. It stinks to say that, but I was even rooting for Detroit a little bit last year to be like, dude, go off. Like that'll be great. It's nice to see them. Yeah. Campbell's the man. I think we're going to take 1 or 2 from them. I think the Vikings are going to be a tough team, but it's a good schedule this year.
Yeah.
It's good. I think it's going to bode well for the boys.
I just think you got the coach right. So let's see what happens.
Finally.
In year 2. I think so.
Finally.
That's what...
We've never fired a coach midseason, and that made me so happy last year to see that happen. No, it really, truly, to historically have never done that, and I thought it is about time. Every fan was finally heard. It was like, we got to make a change. We can't keep playing this game. I didn't like it when they put us on I'm scrambled eggs right now.
What is it?
When they put us on the TV show. What's wrong with me?
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they showed him with his new goatee by his lake house up north in Chicago. I was like, this is going to be bad.
All right, I'll bite. So
I just think they look like they were having too much fun at his lake house barbecuing. Like, this is going to be the year, baby. He's got new facial hair, and I was like, that's it. We're cooked. We're done.
So had he shown up like a complete total mess?
Yes, loved it.
And there was no lake house. It was just at a local establishment.
Bring me a dog and get me a little towny bar, then I would have loved it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't like the fanciness, the show-offness of the lake house in the North Shore of Chicago. You're aware of this neighborhood. Yes. It's too nice. It's a little too nice. It's a little too fancy. I want it to be dirty and grimy. All your favorite coaches are a little grimy and dirty. You can't name me one of your favorite football coaches that is a little grimy or sloppy or grimy.
Interesting.
Who's a tied-up coach that you really love?
Sean McVay.
That's not a bad one. Sean
McVay's a little tied up.
Pretty good. He's tight. But
Who else?
Your favorite guy.
I mean, Bill and Andy Reid. Slobs.
Slob, greatest. So Andy Reid, and I shouldn't even say that. He'll probably kill us. But I'll buy you a cheeseburger. But I think
little Dicky, be careful now. Like that's his guy.
That is his guy. No, I think that he's a great guy. I just think all the greatest coaches are a little grimy. I think they've got.
I never thought of it that way.
As my dad would say, they have dirt on their shoes.
Jimmy Johnson didn't. He had the hair.
Oh, he had the hair.
Yeah, he was a slick salesman. Everything down there. Dallas always has like a little. They're like the used car salesman. Everyone in Dallas feels like that.
Interesting.
That old team feels like a used car lot.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't like it. I don't like the vibe.
Multiple car.
That's right. Yeah.
He likes a man who goes by Whiskey Ginger says, I like the grind.
Right.
I like the dirt. I want to know that the coach will go out and buy you a burger and a beer, and I like that attitude versus I don't want a Chardonnay at your lake house. It's not a football coach.
Red flag.
Red flag.
No Bad Lives with Andrew Santino, the new comedy special coming out in September on Hulu. The folks at Omaha are producing that, so congrats on Bad Friends as well, the Whiskey Ginger Pot. Anytime, brother, when you're done with your travels, come on back here.
Appreciate you.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.